I know, recording in progress. Thank you, Siri, or whoever does the voice of this Zoom thing.
I'm like, it's like no vibe.
Welcome back, BVB Army, to another BVB Army Hearts to Hearts. My name is Ruth.
And I'm Nicole.
And with us, we have an awesome fan from the BVB Army. This is our friend, Isabella!
Hi!
I can't do it like Andy does.
You think out of all the things he would mispronounce, it would be my last name.
Say your last name?
It's MARINOZZI. And he just screams it in a very obnoxious manner. And it's just
clip here.
Yeah, insert clip here.
Isabella MARINOZZI. Hi.
We're so excited to have you on. And for fans who are watching this on this lovely Wednesday, we are filming this on Sunday the 7th. And Isabella just went to her Black Veil Pride concert yesterday, which was on a Saturday. So
I did, and I'm so tired.
As you should be, though. But thank you so much.
It's a good tired.
Yes,
it's a good tired.
But thank you so much for coming on, even after the day after the concert. I'm like, I was in my head like, oh God, should we just refilm? Because I know after a Black Veil Brides concert, you need time to process and everything.
I'm alive. I'm still processing, but I'm alive.
Included updated Nicole Astro rolled and like the whole disaster that happened there because she was.
Oh my God!
So, yeah,
it's absolutely terrifying what happened there.
Yeah, honestly, that kind of. You guys have been to Warped Tour, obviously.
Yeah, we've been in similar. I went to Carolina Rebellion.
I don't know exactly what happened to Astral. All I've been hearing is that as soon as Travis Scott, that's his name, was performing, boom, people start shoving and making their way up and trampling.
Well, no, there's video, and apparently there's an apparent. I haven't seen it because he probably deleted it, but Travis tweeted people to sneak into the show.
Oh.
So more people than who bought tickets came to the show. And there's literally video of them breaking through the fence to just get inside. I feel so bad for the people.
Yeah, for all the people who got injured and to the families and / friends and people whose loved ones.
Everyone who had to go through that traumatic.
Hey, our thoughts and prayers go to you. Like we are.
Yeah, exactly.
So sorry this experience was that experience, and thoughts and prayers to you guys, honestly.
No one should ever have to go through that.
But we are excited to have you on the show, and honestly, because like you're our other fan here, that we get to hear your BVB story and everything. So we are excited to hear your story on that. Should we flip the coin, Nicole, who asked the first question, or should we just play the more rock, paper, scissors?
Okay, yeah, rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, ready? Wait, do you know 1, 2, 3 shoot? Or sorry, everyone does it different.
Let's on 3 we'll do it.
Do 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
yeah, just do the 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. We got scissors. Okay.
Oh, Dean, always with the scissors.
3. Wait, are we? Just go, Ruth. I'll let you go first. Because I feel like it's behind.
First question for you, Isabella. The way Instagram notification is, how did you discover Black Veil Brides?
Not in a good way.
Oh, okay.
I actually originally wasn't a fan of them at all. So the first thing I ever saw was like Andy, like being, his cocky self in the beginning, like screaming at people in the crowd, and me going, oh, he's one of those. I didn't like him at all. I didn't like how he was presenting himself. So I was like, never mind. My friend constantly tried to get me to be a fan of them, and I was just like, after that I was just like, I don't know if I want to be a fan of like someone who presents himself like that, just because like he gave a Rodney Radke vibe at that point, and I didn't like Rodney Radke. So my friend was determined for me to become a fan of them for the longest period of time, and she would make mixtapes. Dixie, ma'am, you're interrupting me. So she would make me mixtapes, and I stopped being friends with her after a traumatic thing that I won't talk about for that. I was at a point in my life where I felt like I had friends, but I didn't have friends. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was there but everything else that was happening around me was more important than what was going on for me. So I had nobody to talk to. So a lot of the pain and trauma that I was feeling just kept following it. So on my 21st birthday, I decided I had enough, and I decided it was time to go, and I was planning on how to do it. And so I locked myself in the bathroom. I ended up throwing on one of those mix CDs, and Lost It All came on. It was like the 10th song that came on. And what was meant to be a suicide ended up just being like a 6-hour crying session with that on repeat. After that, I literally just like listened to everything, realized like he's not as bad as I thought he was. Like he's actually a total teddy bear. And like ended up really and then I listened to all of Wretched and Divine, because that's the album that like that song was on, and I just suddenly became really dedicated to them. That song like expressed the pain I was feeling. I'm gonna start crying, I'm sorry. I don't really have a family. A lot of my actual blood relatives, well, my parents' blood relatives, abandoned us. So it was really just me and my parents. I didn't have friends. I had friends who said they were my friends, but their lives were more important than mine, and they never ever showed interest in how I mattered. But I was always determined to make them happy, because I always wanted to make everyone happy. And because of that, I didn't focus on myself. That whole album helped me like voice my anger and frustration and depression. It made me realize that something was wrong and I needed help. Then I finally got to see them live 2015 at Warped Tour, and it was probably one of the greatest experiences I ever had with a live concert. I got to be Barricade, and like that was when Andy had like this semi-long hair, and he was wearing that like weird short jumpsuit thing. Yeah, the overalls. Yeah,
they were cute though.
I remember that.
Cute. It was so cute, and I just remember like feeling like, oh, this is my home. Like, because I feel absolutely free here right now. I just started listening to everything and just following everything they did, including Andy's solo project, which then led to me going to see Andy shows and then signing up for his Patreon. And then that all happened. So yeah, they saved my life. And they continue to, especially after my dad died. So Andy was there when nobody else was. And like, I still feel like I don't deserve the attention he gives me, because like, who am I? But I'm very thankful for even the most minuscule thing he does, because they're so sweet to their fans. And this fandom is not just like any other fandom where like, yeah, we're all fans of the same music, but like we're here for ourselves, whereas this is a family. Like, I made so many friends yesterday. I made a whole group of friends that I'm going to be like hoping to see every show that I go to. Like, everyone that goes to a show from Black Veil that I've met, at least a majority of them have been so super nice and welcoming. And you don't really find that anywhere else. Like, this fandom is an actual family. So I feel like they brought a family to me when I didn't have any. I'm sorry. Okay. And that's why when the set was over yesterday, I was like, oh, it's over. And I started crying. Because I'm like, when am I going to see these guys again? Because now I don't know when I'm going to see. Yeah, next year. Hopefully sooner than later. But like, I missed that feeling so much of being surrounded by other people from this family and just being able to watch them kick ass and be proud that I'm part of this. I missed it so much. But yeah, that's how I got into them. And that's also my favorite song, which leads to the other question.
So Lost It All would you be your favorite song then, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm stating this for everyone. Like, there are going to be times where it's going to feel really hard. It's going to feel extremely hard. But you got to keep going. There are people who care about you. You may not realize it. They may have had one interaction with you and that's it. But there are people who care, and there are people that are going to be affected if you leave, and they're going to miss you. And they will be there for you if you keep going, and you will find happiness and you will succeed in something and make yourself feel better. and just keep being strong and keep going. And that's what I try to do. Because of Andy, because of my boyfriend, and because like Ruth came into my life, which was also an amazing thing.
TikTok!
And like, yeah, TikTok really brought like an amazing friend to me who literally made me like let me break down in a bathtub in front of her. Get yourself a friend who will let you break down in a bathtub on FaceTime. Is literally, like I said, this fandom brings great people together and gives you a family that you never knew you needed.
Thank you again for opening up, because we understand just from my own experience, and I'm pretty sure from you, Nicole, from your experience from talking to fans, like how much Black Veil Brides means to every fan in their own way, and how they saved their lives in whatever way that they did. So again, just thank you so much for sharing and opening up about it. So
yeah. Heartbreaking story, but with a powerful ending.
Very. And I am so happy you're still here and that you're my friend and everything. And yeah, we met through TikTok when you did the Try Not to Sing Black Veil Bride songs. When I saw that, I'm like, I'm gonna hop onto this, and you just continue making them and I continue reacting, and then just kind of became a thing. And I love your TikTok, by the way, because they're always
thank you.
That you do such an amazing job at
I try
syncing the music or whatever to it and everything. So
my TikTok isn't mainly Black Veil Brides. I mean, I started it pretty much as a way to distract myself after my dad died, because I needed a place to voice my emotions and express them. And surprisingly, at that point, TikTok was like the best thing to do, because I was stuck in a 2-week quarantine. I got on here, like on TikTok, and was finding audios and stuff that spoke to me and like helped me like get back into my theatrical side, because I had done a lot of musical theater when I was a kid, and I wanted to be a Broadway actor originally.
Wow.
But plus size people being on Broadway is not really that. Like
no, don't you say that. No, you can make this.
No. It's definitely more accepted now.
Yeah.
But when I was a teenager, the role I would probably be able to land is like Madame Thenardier in Les Mis, because she was fat. But she's a fun role, so I would have killed it. But anyway, it woke up a lot of inspiration in me. It was good to like finally get back into that point and be able to express myself in a way. TikTok really helped with that.
Moving on.
Yeah. Next topic.
Okay, so we have established that your favorite song is Lost It All. And okay, I'm going to take the Phantom Tomorrow out because it's new. I think it would be fair enough to ask me this. Minus Phantom Tomorrow, with all their albums, which one has been your favorite?
Wretched and Divine.
She has it ready. She always does.
Oh, I finally have 4 now. I took it out of my car.
Yes.
The Wretched and Divine, minus without the Phantom Tomorrow, is your favorite then?
Yes, definitely.
Good choice. I approve highly.
Wretched and Divine was just such a good era.
It was.
When you find out how much time was rushed for that album, I don't understand how like amazing it came out. Like they had so much time for the Phantom Tomorrow.
They did.
And it came out amazing. But like you would think that they spent the longest period of time making Wretched and Divine, and no, they were rushed. They were rushed so bad. So it's like, oh my God. It just worked.
I mean, with their We Stitch These Wounds album, they only had a $1,000 budget to make it, and they did amazing.
They did. I loved everything they did.
Story for the Outcast Call to Arms a lot. I love hearing that story, how they made that track for #1. I was like laughing so hard.
Literally, I was like hoping, but then like Phantom Tomorrow happened. I was like, the best way to open the set would be have the opening and then restitch these runes like as it is in the new album. Because like when I first listened to that, I was just like, now this is how you open up a tour set with those 2 songs. Like that is just a way to rile everything up. And I was hoping that maybe that would happen, but no, it was great. Yes, we do.
Ask your signature questions about these 2.
Yes, I do have to ask, Which We Stitch These Wounds do you prefer? The remake or the original? Is there a specific song off the remake that you like?
Carolyn.
Oh, yeah.
That one's beautiful.
Beautiful.
I want to hear that live so bad.
I know.
I will
I'm
cry.
surprised you didn't play that one for your acoustic.
I know. I was actually surprised about a lot of songs they didn't play on the acoustic tour.
We got done for you though, so that was
acoustic tour. I meant set.
Yeah, you guys got done for you. I was
done for you. Like I screamed so hard when I saw that video. I was like, "You got done for you!"
You know, I was like, oh. I looked at my mom and my mom's like, which song is that again? And I'm like,
tears.
I was in tears.
I would have been crying. I loved what Jinx did for the Mortician's daughter.
Oh,
like I loved it.
All right, we gotta talk about This Amazing Baby.
Yes.
So we know that your favorite album is Wretched and Divine. Now,
yes.
We would like to know your thoughts about their new album, The Phantom Tomorrow.
They have grown so much, and it shows on this. Mm-hmm. It shows. And 100%. Also because the amount of time that they had, you can tell they literally took their time in perfecting everything that was on it. Like nothing about that album had any, like it was perfect. Mm-hmm. I love every aspect of that album. Everything sounds 10 times better. Andy's voice is improved by far. Like holy his vocals on this album.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, holy.
I was like, blown away.
I've had moments where I've been in my car just screaming the chorus of The Wicked One. Because that chorus is just, ooh.
Vocals, I'm just like, I can listen to this all day, which
he's gotten so much, like he has improved so much.
I know with the Phantom, like you said, this album is amazing. We all agree the growth of everyone's skills and talent with this. So with all the songs, if you had to pick one, or if you can't top three, what would be your go-to songs with this album?
Top three are Born Again, Shadows Rise,
of course,
and Fall Eternal.
All good.
Ruth, you were right. We were just talking in the last video how those were like the top three.
We're like the top three. I've been seen everywhere.
Then it would be The Wicked One would be the fourth. But like, I love Born Again. I love Born Again so much.
I love how it starts, honestly.
And like, okay, so I was there for the early listening. So I was sitting right here. I was watching it on my computer. My boyfriend was over here playing his games because we have our computer setups next to each other. And when Shadow Rise came on and you could hear like parts of Shadows Die in it, I was like literally like freaking out and like tapping my computer, and he's like, oh, I know this is gonna be your favorite. He's like, that's it. But yeah, I was freaking out. I was like screeching. I was so happy because I'm like, oh my god, they incorporated Shadows Die into this. And I was just like literally the vocals on that song. And Fall Eternal is like, this album's lost it all, to be honest. But Born Again is like one of those ones where you want to just dance around in your house like being a loser and just being happy and singing along to a song. Like that is definitely the way that I would do it. Like The Wicked One is also good. Amazing. They're all good. Blackbird is great. Blackbird is great. And your tattoo, by the way.
Hi, yes.
I love it. I love it so much.
Because it's in a weird angle, but there we go.
Do you have the wrap on it right now?
Yes, the second skin stuff. So I love this tattoo. This is like my second lyric, like BVB tattoo on me now. So I'm just like, this is how much Blackbird means. It took me a while just to get my Lost It All tattoo.
I'm thinking like on my the top of my forearms, I'm gonna get Lost It All on this one, and I'm gonna get another lyric. I'm just trying to figure out which one on my other arm so they match. Because I like to have my arms even, because both of my arms are like completely tattooed right now. And
question could be a tough to pick one. So what has been your favorite memory with BVB?
When my dad died, I did not tell them anything. Okay, I didn't tell anyone anything. I just made a general tweet with a picture of me and my dad, and then all of a sudden the next day the Andy show posted an episode, and the first thing Andy does is talk about me losing my dad. So someone told him my dad died.
Wow.
And I don't know I think it was Chris. I can't be exactly sure.
I'm gonna bet on Chris.
I'm gonna bet on Chris. Then I did some depressed shopping and went on his Depop, him and Juliet's Depop, and I bought his Bengals snapback.
Oh.
And when I got it in the mail, he gave me extra stuff. He gave me his baseball gloves, which I have like carefully in a spot. And there was a little note. And after I ordered everything, he had sent me a direct message on Twitter. And he's like, I'm really thinking about you. Like, I'm so sorry about what happened. And he sent me this link to a song by Alkaline Trio. And it's something that he always listened to when he was depressed. So he sent it to me. And the first time I listened to it, I sobbed. Like, I cried my eyes out. And on that note was the lyrics to that song, which is "You'll Never Be Alone," with a little heart. And then he signed it. So I got that tattooed on me. That's my Andy Black tattoo. Yeah. So that's
my heart.
That's a memory I cherish a lot. Like, he didn't have to do any of that. He didn't have to at all. And he took the time out of his very busy life to just say, I'm here for you. And that meant the world to me. It really did.
Andy's such a sweetheart.
He really is. He needs to stop being so nice.
I know. Like, how are you this nice? Just stop. I just want to cry and hug you and just make you cookies.
Exactly. Like, I really like, I wish I could like give him a hug at some point. I just wanted like at one point just give him a hug and thank him for everything he's done for me. Every time I'm at a VIP though, my brain just shuts down and I say awkward stuff. Like you would think with the amount of times that I've met these guys,
you would think,
I
right?
would not do that. But no, Skylar had to hold my hand yesterday. I was having heart palpitations. I was not okay. And like, we were the first two people to go.
Oh,
you were the first one.
Remember I woke you up at like 6, right? It was 10 a.m. our time. No one was there yet. It was just their tour bus. We're going to leave for now because no one's here. And she's like, oh, by the way, we're walking past the tour bus. And I'm like, don't make me do this. Please don't make me do this. I don't want to do this. We're decked out in goth wear. They're going to know exactly who we are. Like, don't make me do this. She takes my hand and drags me. She's like, well, the deli is this way. So we're going past the tour bus. I literally was just like, my eyes were on the ground. My shoes never felt more interesting in my life. There was definitely one of them sitting at the front of the bus. And I'm like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. The whole entire time we were walking past the bus because I'm like, please, I don't want them to think we're creepy. Yeah, then the VIP happened. And he's like, I feel like I just saw you yesterday.
Because you did.
And I was like, yeah. I was very awkward. I was like, yeah, you kind of did.
Because you went to was it the Looney Tunes?
The album signing.
Yeah, album
Tunes,
signing.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he almost got me in trouble.
But like, honestly, I mean,
he got me scolded because he wouldn't stop talking.
You know,
the second he realized it was me, he just kept interrogating me. He's like, so what show are you going to again? And he's like, when is that? And I'm like, how do I know your tour itinerary better than you? Like, I don't understand. And he like kept wanting to talk to me and talk to my friend Gabby because like he knows us better. So he's not as awkward. And then like the people running it at Looney Tunes were so mean. They were like, okay, photo time. And we just looked at him like, I'm sorry. And then we like kneeled down. And then like, I think I made Cece laugh because then I just like, I turned to Gabby and I'm like, now let's see if my fat ass can get back up. Because I was like, my knees are saying no right now. He was like, I'll see you again, Isabelle MARINOZZI, as I'm walking back. And I'm like, I hate you so much.
Andy,
you're embarrassing me.
So, I know we've all met Blackville Brides and we've all gotten photos.
Yes.
Everyone, though, has the only hug anyone here has ever given Andy is just that side hug.
Yes,
yes,
I've always had two VIPs. The first one was a resurrection tour side hug. That was it. Not like a full-on bear hug.
No, so. I've never. So this is the thing. I got a hug from Cece yesterday.
Oh, good.
It wasn't even meant to. fucking happen, okay? We were upstairs at the bar. Our other friend, there were two Skylers yesterday, was leaving, and she runs back up and she's like, Cece is downstairs. And like we went downstairs to where the merch was, and he's just standing there, and he just beelines towards me and gives me the biggest fucking hug.
Oh.
And he's like, I'm so happy you came today. And I was just like, oh. I just wanted to say, like, hi, like your drum solo. We got fucking drum solo yesterday, which was so amazing. I just want to say it was badass, and like that I missed seeing them live, but all of a sudden he's just hugging me. And I was just like, okay. Like, he's such a teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
I love CC so much. I didn't expect it.
5 times. I've never been allowed to give them hugs.
Like a full
every time. They Yanni's his name, the security guard. He's, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's just doing his job. But yeah, every single time he's all like, there will be no hugging.
Well, Yanni's not with them anymore. He started doing stuff with Billie Eilish.
I noticed that because he wasn't there this year.
But we got Jeff.
Yeah.
But Jeff is fucking hysterical. Jeff is so fucking
I've
funny.
only had a very quick
long hair, right?
Yeah.
The long hair, yeah. He's so
very
funny. So I didn't know for the VIPs that they were going to step up and be like right behind you. Yeah. Skylar went first. I was too scared to go first. And all of a sudden, like, Andy's like right on top of her doing the peace sign that she asked them to do. And I'm like, oh, they're getting close. And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either until I went to mine and stuff. Like, oh, they are.
And I talked to Edwin for a couple of seconds too, just to let him know that I love his photography. And he's like, no one's ever taken the time to talk to me. And I'm like, well, it's because you're amazing and I love your photos. Yeah, so that CC thing happened, and he took the time to like hug me. He hugged both Skylers. They got photos. I was going to ask for a photo because he had to go. Yeah, I got a hug from CC yesterday, and it was like one of the best hugs I ever received. Like, I was so lucky. And he's so sweet. He's so sweet. Like, he literally could have just ignored us and went right back. But he was like, nope, I'm hugging this person and thanking them for coming. I was so happy. I was giddy for the rest of the day. I got a CC hug. And that was fantastic.
Black Veil Bride tattoos. You were just telling us about the Andy Black one that you have. And you were also telling us about the Lost It All tattoo that you want.
Yes.
Are those so...
I definitely want to get the BVB logo at some point too.
What?
The newer one. I want to get the latest one. I mean, I might get the
the new logo, like the new star logo, or the new BVB?
Their new
the new BVB.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm probably going to try to get more lyrics in there. I think I might get some Blackbird artwork too, because I really like how he created Blackbird. I'm getting a Blackbird figure and I'm putting it on my gaming PC setup. I'm so excited.
I got my pen.
You did?
I got my Blackbird pen the other day.
Nice.
When I saw that they made an actual figure of Blackbird, I was like, shut up and take my money.
So
shut up and take my money.
I know in the last episode, Nicole and I were trying to figure out like when the comic books would be shipped. So a good fan of ours actually tagged us on Twitter, and I'm gonna find that screenshot because
I'm excited for those comics.
Ascendium, I think, even said why is there the holdup, and they just said, they tweeted, we're just waiting for the specialty mirror folder paper for the cover, bit of a paper shortage of the moment, so yeah, they're a couple of weeks late, so they're just waiting.
Listen, I don't care as long as I get it. I'm patient.
I mean, honestly, yeah,
that's the same.
Yeah, like I was fine when they delayed the album coming out. I'm like, please take more time. I don't care. If you feel like you need more time, go for it.
Going back with the tattoos, because I know you mentioned, okay, so you have your Andy one. You mentioned Lost It All. So for Lost It All, what lyrics are you thinking?
I believe that we all fall down sometimes.
That's what I have.
That's what I have too.
That's right.
Yay!
Yay!
We did talk. Oh, you did open up about your Black Veil Brides concert, obviously the one that you went to, which I'm happy you had an amazing time.
I'm still processing that happened last night.
What you should, honestly, with everything that happened last night, as you should process. So
like the fact that literally Jinx was like right here, for like a majority of the time, just distracting me from everyone else. And like, I was just like, he's being very interactive today and I'm all here for it. When in the end started, like I was like a little bit close to the end, that's when it hit me that it was going to be over. I started.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, it's over. I got so sad because it was like, I've been waiting so long to be back in this environment.
It will come again.
I felt
it will come again.
Like, I know. I hope so. This girl got me the set list, which was great. I have the full set list and it's surprisingly not destroyed.
Props to you.
Because usually they just crumple it and toss it. And our posters survived surprisingly because most of the time they end up getting destroyed.
True.
That was all my friend Skylar hard work.
I wanted to frame my poster, but
I thought about framing it, but I'm like, I don't know. So I just kind of, I mean, my Research She's Been one that's all signed is framed and stuff. So I don't know.
Right, I'm just gonna flip the camera so you guys can see.
Yep,
they are
nice
in pretty good condition, if you ask me.
That is impressive.
I have not,
honestly.
I have not been able to keep any of the signed posters because they just get damaged beyond repair because I'm always constantly like pushed against the barricade. But Skylar somehow worked her fucking magic and protected them with all her might.
I think our second to last question here is, how's been your experience with the BVB Army so far?
Well, like I said, there's been a few bad nuts.
Right.
But besides that, everyone has been extremely welcoming and kind and supportive. There's been a few toxic ones out there, which I immediately block. I've gotten quite a bit of hate just for my interactions with Andy alone, but most of them absolute sweethearts that just want to be your friend and treat you kindly and support you.
And I full on agree with your statement of having the BVB Army as family, because we are, honestly.
It is
that statement. Nothing has proven me wrong. So
the second I find another BVB fan, they're like, oh my god, hi, I want to be your friend. Like literally,
pretty much.
And then it's just like, and then you find out they're like the sweetest people ever, and like I've met a lot of good people.
We just wanted to know if you have any questions for me or Ruth.
Yes. So what is one thing that you would love to happen in the future, whether it be just like an album or like an interaction? Like what would you really hope for BVB related?
Okay, this one's a good one, honestly.
I know. Wow.
This one's a good one.
I've been thinking about this for days, okay? That was the one I prepared for. Everything else
it's
like,
good. Because like I'm
really
always
good.
curious with that question when we ask, do you have questions for us? And then there's just like,
because there's always something like every fan is like, I hope happen.
Yeah, that's
for me. Like if I ever got to like just sit down and chill with them and like eat and talk, that would be amazing.
Oh yeah.
I think I have my answer to your question, Isabella. I'm gonna combine it into two. Yeah, but I would like a redo on my concert experience, and I know I will get that. So that's one thing I'm looking for.
You will get that.
I would have liked to film TikTok content with the guys, like actually be in person to film and show them the wonderful world, at least the good sides of TikTok and the fun trends, because I had one good one for them, and have a nice group hug with them. Honestly,
that is a very pure and sweet idea. And plus, I mean, you're on their TikTok, so that would of course be a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Like,
but no,
you help on it.
Yeah, that was my answer. I think if I had to pick an answer, that would probably it. Yeah. So
good one. I think I have mine.
Okay.
Mine might not be like, they might not want to do this, but I'm just gonna point out.
Is it wrestle?
Yes, I was gonna say I'm a huge wrestling
fan.
I was training to be a wrestler, got injured. So now I don't know if I'm able to go back to the ring. I haven't been cleared to go back. But guys, if I can suplex your asses, that would be fantastic. Suplex each one of you guys. It will be fun. It will be an experience for you guys as well. Take the back bump. Take the bump.
I need this to happen right now. I'm sorry. I'm just imagining her suplexing Andy right now, and it's the best thing I can imagine.
My favorite thing is the running head scissors. If they just let me do a running head scissors, like life complete, or suplex. Suplex is easier, but they got to take the bump.
Nicole, if by any chance,
if that ever happens, I need to see this.
I will have
or
to
witness it happen
person.
firsthand. Yes, really. Like, I need to witness this.
I need to witness this in person. Like, if it happens, you better. I don't care what day of the week, what time. I will fly over wherever I need to be.
Yes, I need someone just needs to FaceTime me from there so I can watch it from my phone because I need to see it as it happens.
I know. Next,
because I want to see the look of panic on their faces.
I know. Oh my god, I know. I'll do it next VIP. I'm gonna be like, instead of a picture,
so evil.
can I just like each one of you?
And then we'll get the photo after. So,
they're gonna take.
Oh my god! Like
that way, it's like instant suplex.
Nicole, if that ever happens during VIP, you win VIP photo for us.
Yeah, you literally win it
of the tours.
Let's see if
you win forever. It can never be topped. That is it.
So for today's fan shout out, it's actually a new fan that I've kind of recently discovered. Her username is LONNYXVAMPIRE. She has a Twitter and Instagram, and she's also dear friends with Cassidy. Her and Cassidy interact, and they actually met each other when they went to their concert together that they went to. From what I've heard from Cassidy, this Marissa, I think is her name. She's a sweetheart. She's super, super kind. She's a big fan of Lonnie Eagleton, like a humongous fan of Lonnie Eagleton.
We love Lonnie stands.
Lonnie, and
Precious Bean.
She's been a fan of BVB she's pretty new, so it's around 3 years. So shout out to you, goes to you. Hopefully we get to know you more, and you can find her Instagram and Twitter. I think so. I don't know if she has a TikTok, but if she does, there's a TikTok.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
We'll find out. But shout out to you, LONNYXVAMPIRE. That's a tiger. I don't know. Thank you so much, Isabella, for coming on our show. It was wonderful to hear your story, and thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you again just for being open with us. Like, I know, like I mentioned, those questions can get pretty deep. So again, thank you so much for opening up. So thank you.
Like I said, I'm an open book when it comes to this band. So like, I'm always willing to share my story and try to help anyone out there and meet new people and get more people into the fandom, if anything.
Of course.
Because we are one huge happy family that will take anyone in.
We are, and I'm sending loves and hugs to all fans. And I wish I was there just to give you a physical hug, not a virtual one.
One day.
We will actually. I will give Nicole the biggest hug too and stuff and everything.
I might cry a little bit.
But one day.
But in the future, there will be a day where we can meet up at a concert. And rock our hearts out.
Rock our hearts out, cry together. Isabella, where can fans find you on the social media platforms?
You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, all under Jet Black Belle. Belle is spelled BELLE.
Awesome. Thank you so much again for coming. I always enjoy these episodes, listening to fan stories. It's always fun to hear everyone's different stories and perspectives.
My favorite.
It's awesome. I absolutely love it. And thank you. I see a dog. I see a tail wag.
I know, a little tail.
You saw Dixie?
That's
Sage.
Hi.
That is Sage.
Look how precious you are.
And then this is Dixie.
Dixie.
Oh, little girl. Oh, you cutie.
My
Look at that smile she had when she's petting her.
She has a smile.
Oh my god, that's
she smiles. She literally smiles.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in this Wednesday's episode. Next week we have a new episode coming up, whatever that will be. But we are looking forward to seeing you guys next week and everything. And oh my god, December's almost here. This is so crazy. I can't even.
Christmas.
Thank you guys so much. All our social media links will be down below. Please give our Twitter for the show a follow and stuff. We are obviously posting over there. And honestly, guys, thank you just so much for supporting the show and subscribing to our show. I at least have been seeing the subscriber count going up little by little. So thank you guys so much. And thank you, Isabella, again for coming on. We appreciate you. So
I'm very happy to be here. Love you guys.
It was so great meeting you too.
It was great finally meeting you too. I've been like watching you from afar going, I really want to talk to her one day. Like, she seems so cool.
Because she is.
She is. You're a badass.
Guys, stop.
And I will be just constantly praying for that superplex thing to happen now because I need it.
Watch out, BVB. Nicole's coming for you.
Watch out.
Guys, we will see you guys next time.